Oh, hey YouTube, what's really good? My name's Invivid Color, coach of the South Texas Sableyes, and this is going to be your round one playoffs battle. Now, up to right now, I have yet to upload my week 12 battle. It will go up before this. I think I'm probably just going to take a hit in views because I'm probably going to upload them the same day. Or maybe I'll just upload it later. I don't know. It feels like it's not super important. It was kind of like a meme battle, and I lost to John, aka PokeMEN. Maybe I'll just upload it after. I'm sorry, my life's been really hectic. But this is playoffs. We made playoffs. We did it. We clinched playoffs. Never missed playoffs. That's a fact. Even through just like seasons of mediocrity, we always managed to clinch a playoff spot. Either way, we're playing against John again, back to back. Last week we brought like a pretty memey. I mean, some of the things were legitimate, but like a pretty meme-ridden like baton pass team. And this week, I'm gonna go over my sets really quick, and I'll talk about them with you, and then we're just gonna get connected and then battle it up. So this is my Bulu set this week. Assault Vest really helps me take a lot of the hits from things like Mega Diancie, Alakazam, Vaporeon, even if it's carrying Ice Beam. It just lets me take a significant amount of hits. We have some bulk investment to take physical hits a little bit better, and just like the physical and special. I mean, the bulk is really just like 92 in HP. Really, this thing is just supposed to come in and hit hard and be able to soak up special attacks. Like, I think this thing only takes like 70 to 80% from Hidden Power Poison from Mega Diancie, which is like pretty big. It's pretty big. Like, we don't take like an Ice Punch from the Bunny Diggersby though. We don't take an Ice Punch from it fantastically, but I think the set will do well. And if we ever get Sticky Webs up, it should be able to outpace everything except the Salamence. This is one of my, like, I've brought a team similar to this a couple times where like this set specifically is, one, I can switch in on things that I know I can force it out and click substitute. Two, if I ever get Sticky Webs up, this set breaks his entire team down. Like, nothing gets to just come in and deal with this aside from Salamence. But if I get a sub up, then Salamence still doesn't get to deal with this. The only Salamence that really can touch this is like Dragon Dance, Yachi Berry, Salamence is a threat. Dragon Dance, Yachi Berry, Salamence is a threat. But if he's Dragon Dance, Yachi Berry, like, he doesn't have the best answers to Bulu. I mean, I'm pretty sure Salamence gets Poison Jab. It might get Poison Jab. I need to look into that before the battle starts. This is our dedicated lead, and on top of being our dedicated lead, I think it's like a fantastic mon in this match. Draco Meteor gets to always do a ton of damage. This Iron Tail should always, I'm pretty sure, Oko Mega Diancie. U-turn for momentum. Roost to keep our health high. If, like, we can predict a switch and Roost on it, that might be necessary. And then we're bringing this beautiful Mew here because he doesn't have a dark type, so we can just rock out with a Mono Psychic. If we get enough Calm Minds up, his entire team falls to this thing. The only thing that should outpace us after Webs is Salamence, and we have a decent amount of physical bulk to take those hits. This is a pivotal part of our team. I don't know if this is the set I should be running because I feel like I should be trying my absolute best to keep this thing around as long as possible. Just because if we get Webs up and then he removes them, it's problematic. If we mispredict and he gets the Mega Diancie in and we don't get Webs up, that's also problematic. So I really need to play smart with this, but I think it is great in this matchup. Like, its stabs are good here. Well, we don't have Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz was okay for not Megazam, just Alakazam. But Energy Ball did a lot more to his team because he has 2 ground types and Mega Diancie, so the Energy Ball, I thought that the coverage from Energy Ball was just like much more important. Expert Belt to put out a little bit more damage. Even with Expert Belt, I don't think Thunder Oko's Vaporeon, which is kind of problematic. I don't like it that much. But we should always be scaring Vaporeon out anyways. And then we have our beautiful Alloy here. No Stealth Rocks this week. The only hazard I'm bringing is Sticky Webs. We're just trying to do damage, tank hits, and Magnet Rise because his best counters to me are his ground types. So that is that. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's get connected to this battle and then hopefully not get destroyed. Okay, thanks. All right, so we're connected. These are the 6, that we're bringing. Let's change the music up. I feel like I've been forgetting to do that lately. But again, yeah, hopefully we'll get the week 12 battle out. It just like, it wasn't super important. by standings. Like, the only thing it changed was if I won versus John, I think I ended up playing Dan round 1, and if I lost versus him, I think I ended up playing John. That was the only math it changed in the playoffs, which I guess you could say is significant because I didn't want to play Dan round 1. I think my team is much worse against his than it is John's. Presumably, I also could be very wrong there. But they're both really good. And I honestly, like, getting to playoffs of this league, I was just like, I probably can't go much further than this, is what's in my head, at least. I'm kind of predicting a Magnet Rise Magneton because it just decimates my Mega Aggron, and I didn't realize it until I was just looking at everything. Like, Magnet Rise Magneton really destroys me, if we can talk about that for a minute. Because one, I'm not super prepped for Magneton in the first place. Like, the only thing I have that I have 2 things that can kill it outright. One of those is Tapu Bulu, and then the other is Nidoking. So if I'm in a situation where it looks like he can pivot into Magneton, and he brings Magneton, I need to be cautious of that. Because if it gets in on me and sets up a Magnet Rise, it's bad. Okay, he didn't bring it. He brought the Magmar? What are these next level plays? What is happening? How bad does Eviolite Belly Drum Magmar push me in? Like, Eviolite Belly Drum? I have no clue, dude. Alright, well, we have a dedicated lead. Like, that much is factual. We have a dedicated lead. Hold on, let me snip his team real quick. So I'm not just like, herder, this is, you know, I'm not just like worried about it the entire time. Can I make this box smaller? I'm like trying to take this kind of seriously because it is playoffs. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty big underdog, if that makes sense. Can I stop drawing on this? All right, whatever. All right, how do we, where's the bar to move it to the left and the right? Why am I so confused right now? Oh, it's right there. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I figured it out, I figured it out. I figured it out, I think. No, I didn't. Why is this not working? There it is. All right, don't maximize this. There we go. Oh, okay. All right, cool. There. All right, very nice. Okay, cool. All right, so let's enter that. All right, my Noivern is always my dedicated. He didn't bring the Salamence. I keep prepping for this thing. It keeps not coming. It's good for me. What's his removal? I don't think, or his Decidueye is removal. All right, his Decidueye is removal, which means I really, really have to, like, I have to keep that in mind, because if I can get webs up, it's fantastic. Like, it is fantastic for me if I can get webs up and keep them up. It is so good, in fact, that I want to prioritize it over most other things. I think he's just gonna lead the Deontay, right? Mega Carl. Yeah. So we can just go for Iron Tail turn 1. Like, we're giving away information, which is fine. I could also presumably go for the U-turn here. He's probably gonna protect Mega Evolve, is my guess. That's my guess. So I think I'll go for the U-turn here. Just kind of like telegraphing, like, oh, I don't have anything, or predicting a switch, you know what I mean? Because if he doesn't have protect, I think he has to switch out. Because I ended up showing him a set very close to this one last week. Like, I showed him the set. The set outspeeds everything on his team. It hits everything really hard. Yeah, so he just withdraws. This is actually perfect for us. Oh, wait. Flame Body. Don't proc. No! Why is my luck so bad? It's okay. It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because this lets me get sticky webs up. Wait, I can't switch in sticky webs on this thing. What can I switch in on this thing? Because I get sticky webs up, but then I lose. Alright. Jeez. Okay. This was a good bring. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm gonna click substitute. And then we're gonna figure out what happens next. I'm gonna click substitute. And then presumably, this thing's like attacking stats are bad. I don't know what this thing does, even a little bit. It sucks so bad that my Noivern got burned. Because my Northern is my check to everything. It's my check to everything. I'm sure this thing's EVO. I can probably run a calc. Magmar. Of course there's not a set, like a standard set for this thing. Alright, so he stays on Flare Blitz. This definitely breaks my sub, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how much a max attack Flare Blitz does to my Mew. He took a little bit of chip there. Max attack Adamant, which I'm sure he's not. Flare Blitz. This is one. I think it's fine. I think I'm fine with that. So I'm at 156. I'm at 75%. So it did exactly 25%. So he has little attack investment. Or no. I used a substitute. I'm dumb. Alright, so let's, after this one, click Calm Mind. Let's do that. Let's click Calm Mind. Let's Calm Mind up. And then we'll get a gauge on this. Getting burned here, like the only thing it sucks. So I went from 156 to 75. So it did, I was at 75%, I went to 36%, so it did 40 something percent. Alright, so let's click Roost. So we should be able to out heal this always. Don't have like Toxic arbitrarily. Okay. So he's kind of just like offing this thing, which is fine. Alright. So I'm going to Roost again. And that'll put me close to full if he does anything other than Flare Blitz. He's gonna kill himself with Flare Blitzes after a little bit, and I don't know how much he thinks he needs this thing. I don't know how much he thinks he needs this thing. I'm pretty sure, like, I definitely could have killed here. I'm just trying to get the most amount of health possible. Yeah, like, this is pretty good for me. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. So I could Calm Mind here, but that would be... I think I could just Psychic, right? I would just take this thing out, and then... like, instead of, like, letting him die to his own Flare Blitzes, like, we just take this thing out, so we end up at a higher, like... This is, like, we're pretty good. I think we're at, like, 65%-ish. We have a Calm Mind up, so he doesn't have, like, a ton of switches. And Z-Psychic should do a decent chunk of damage to most of the things he wants to switch in. And I don't think too many things just outright kill us. He didn't bring the Salamence, so it's not like he's like Fly Z Salamence. Yeah, so I think we're pretty good here. I think we're pretty good here. Like, even the Alakazam. So I've shown Calm Mind, Psychic, and Roost. He doesn't know. Oh, I've showed my entire set. So the thing about Alakazam is, theoretically, I'm kind of surprised about this one, right? If he's... Alright, so let's look at Diggersby. Alright, so a Choice Band Diggersby always takes me out, because I'm at 128. What is that looking like? About 61%. Choice Band Diggersby always takes me out, but last time, one, I outspeed Choice Band Diggersby, right? Yeah. So, two, if he's Choice Scarf, we live. So, I mean, does this thing get knock? I guess it gets knocked. That is cause for concern. He could also be AV. He does get knocked. Okay, so let's calc that. If he's Choice Scarf, knockoff. What does that look like for me? Alright, it does less than... Alright, so I think I'm just gonna click my Z-power here. And use my... Okay, so he is scarfed, but we should live. Yeah. So I think this thing's gonna die here. Yeah. It should die. I mean, unless he has like an arbitrarily large amount of bulk. And I'm actually gonna save my Mew, because there's a lot of things that I can... there are a lot of things that I can sort of like come back and threaten. So this thing's dead. Mew's 2 for 1, which is great. Fantastic. Good going, buddy. You really did it. Mew set worked out well. He also, I think, has to be... I mean, Alakazam can always come in and revenge. But presumably on the Zam... Presumably on the Alakazam coming into revenge, I can go out in a Bulu, right? I mean, he's gonna go for Shadow Ball. Yeah. So we would always be able to take a Shadow Ball plus HP Fire. Now, I don't think we come even close to taking a Shadow Ball plus Hidden Power Poison. So that's something to think about. It just seems like that makes the most sense to me as his revenge killer. Like, if I were to go into the situation, like, if I were him, I mean, it depends on sets, obviously, but in my mind, I think I would probably just sack the Mew here. Get the Bulu in for clean, because we can always live a Hidden Power Poison, I'm pretty sure. Hidden Power Poison with our set. Oh, it's so close. It's so incredibly close. This is interesting. This isn't what I expected. I still think we just let it drop, though. I mean, I guess in case he does anything else, I'm gonna click Roost. I don't know, in case he's a weird set that doesn't have speed. In case, I don't know, I'm just clicking Roost here. That's my point. That's what I'm doing. He just clicks like Rock Polish or something. I'm roosting up. He's gonna attack, presumably. Yeah. Alright. What's going on? Oh no. Emily's in here and she needs her book. Come get it. Come get it. Emily left her book to study with in here. So the light might look weird. Hi. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure I'm comfortable just going out into the Tapu Bulu. Because what does he have left? His Diggerby's gone. What? No. I'm battling. Okay, it's fine. Oh, now I'm being disturbed. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna go out. This is a hard play. My Noivern was always my switch into this thing, but now it's burned. Okay. I think the plan is to go out into Tapu Bulu here. And just click Horn Leech. That changes the dynamic of things. But if he's teching something to hit me hard on the special side, we theoretically, does this thing get Poison Jab? I guess that would have been something to look up before doing this. I mean, I don't think it does. No. Element, no. Oh, wait. No. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm actually just going to click Wood Hammer, because that hits all of his switch-ins hard, right? Oh, he still has the Magmar in the back. No, he doesn't. I killed it. His switch into this is definitely the bird. So if he's going out into the bird, I could, in theory, make a move here, but I could also just get damage on it. Like, Wood Hammer's still gonna hurt. Withdraws this. Good play. Strong line. So I don't just want to get trapped in on this thing again. Alright. So I am faster than this. Notable. I am gonna switch, but I don't know into who. Interesting plays here, because I don't want to lose this thing. Like, I'm not really about that. How much does Mega Aggron take from an offensive Decidueyes? Not okay. Well, I'm not Mega yet, which is the problem. Normal Aggron. Oh, we take a load from Leaf Storm. How much do we take from, what is it? It's like Spirit Shackle. Spirit Shackle. Not much. Alright. Well, I guess if there was a time to make this play, it's right now. So I think he's gonna go for Spirit Shackle, which shouldn't do much to me, presumably. If he goes for Leaf Storm, we still live it. It's just not great. Just uses Roost. That's also acceptable. So let's me Mega, and then I can, I don't know, go from there. Fight, Mega. What does the most damage? Just Heavy Slam. Yeah, just Heavy Slam. I think this puts him in a position where he has to go into Vaporeon. Yeah. I should have read that, probably. Alright, so let's think. What do I need to happen? I need one. I need to get Webs up. Because with Webs up, Nidoking kind of goes in on the rest of his team. Alright, so he has lefties, right? Yeah. He has lefties. I really wish I had brought Toxic on this thing now. I really wish that was a thing. I'm gonna go into my Noivern here, because it seems like relatively free. I'm assuming he's just gonna Wish or Scald or something of that sort. Yeah. Just gives me a turn to get in. Click U-turn, presumably. The Focus Sash on this thing just like didn't ever pan out when it really could have, which is super unfortunate. Alright, so let's go ahead and click U-turn and see what's gonna happen here. I think no matter what, I'm gonna go out to Galvantula. Because this is definitely like a very supportive Vaporeon is my guess here. Scald does a lot, but Ice Beam, in theory, does less. So, and then how much does Noivern's Draco Meteor even do to this thing? Not much. Not enough to warrant staying in, at least. I'm gonna have to break this thing down with my Bulu, almost guaranteed. It just withdraws. That's good for me, right? It's good for me? This is I guess this is something. It's like an interesting play. Maybe he thought I would taunt. Alright, so where do I want to go? That's my question. I think I just go out into Bulu. It's just not great for me. Like, it's not fantastic. Let's see. Oh, this is rough. Okay. Alright, this is my play. I go out into Bulu. And what? Oh, well, that's embarrassing. I go out into Bulu. I predict him to switch into his Oliver thing. And then I switch into Nidoking. Or Galvantula. Or I just go out into this. This like puts the dynamic a little bit in my favor, I think. And then from this play, I go directly out into Galvantula. And hope that that's not a massive misplay. Okay. Alright, alright. Alright, so this is the position that I think I needed. He doesn't have a ground type left. So nothing just wants to come in on a Thunder, realistically. But he almost is forced, I think, to go out into... I think he's almost forced to go out into the... I'm just gonna go for Thunder. Because one, this is one of my best ways of breaking down the Vaporeon. And two, I think he just goes out into his Mega Deontay here, and I can't just like click Sticky Webs in front of it. Because if I get Sticky Webs up on my side, I just lose, I think. It's close, at least. This probably also puts it in range of like burned Iron Tail from Noivern, which is nice. Burned to a Mega Deontay. All we've seen from this thing is Moonblast, so I mean, it could be anything, realistically. Yeah, I don't actually know. Okay, so I think he has to make this play, right? He has to go into Mega Carl. Oh, he goes onto this thing. So this is Defogger for sure. Alright, interesting. I wouldn't hate a Para here. Okay. I think 100% that I just go for... What are the odds that... I think I go for the Sticky Web here, right? It seems like a really good spot. If he reads this, okay. See, that's good for me. Now he has to take a turn to defog. I'm just gonna click Volt Switch on this turn. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get about. I think I can't escape, but we are a Volt Switchy boy. If he got paired this turn, I think it would decide the game. Which is upsetting. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's not good. It's not good, but I think if he got paired this turn when he needs to defog, I think it would decide the game. This is a very not offensive Oliver Queen. Alright, so we are going back. We're going back to my body, and we're going out into this Nidoking here. He's not gonna go for a grass type move. Yeah, he goes for defog. Makes sense. It's fine. We still outspeed. We just stay in and click sub. And that's a good play. I don't think he can let this thing... I really don't think he can let this thing drop. I think he has to switch out. And I think he knows that if he stays in, it dies, right? And I'm presuming. I could just be wrong. What is this thing's name? Decidueye? It's like a defensive defog set with Spirit Shackle. Yeah, he dies to an Ice Beam from this range. Every time. It depends on how defensive, like, what his investment is. But, I mean, how much would he take from a Sludge Wave? I think he switches out is what I'm getting at. Which puts me in a really good position. I guess it's not as good as it could be because he still has the Zam in the back. They can do a lot of work for him. But I think even breaking a potential Sash and being able to, like, get in my Noivern would be good. Yeah, he's in a tough spot for sure. Tough spot-a-rooney. He withdraws.
Alright, made the play that we were hoping for here. We should be able to 2-hit KO this thing. And we're behind a sub now, so hopefully that's worth something. If all of my calcs are correct, he has to be very specially defensive for this not to 2-hit KO. Yeah. So he breaks our sub, that's fine. This also means he doesn't really have a switch in to, Mega Aggron anymore if he lets this thing go. We can probably Earth Power it, right? Just based on how much that did. Like, there would be no reason to Vaporeon. Thunderbolt did a ton. Yeah, so we can definitely Earth Power it. Well, I guess I should just play it safe. Just click Thunderbolt again. He might make an aggressive switch here. He doesn't. Alright, so he definitely goes out into either A, Alakazam, or B, the Mega Deontay. Which is good for me. Because we're, like, starting to pick apart his team. The Alakazam makes the most sense here to me, in my mind. So, being that is the case, did I pick a sack here? Maybe? Yeah. I think Nidoking is still really valuable. So... I mean, he's gonna go for Psychic, 100%. I don't think I want to let this thing drop, because... well... I don't know, it did good. It broke down that thing, which was important. It was, like, important enough that I was willing to, like, position myself for this. I just know, like, Tapu Bulu has a lot of use, so I don't want to, like... I could just go out into Mega Aggron here. If he clicks sub, that's impressive. Well, no, Mega Aggron does really good against the rest of his team, too. Okay. So I think this is my play. I think I just attack into this, because I don't think I need this thing anymore. Like, I have other things on my team that deal with the rest of his team. Like, I don't necessarily need to have this thing up. I probably should have clicked substitute. Okay, so he takes this thing out. That's fine. Like, this is the sack we needed to make. I'm gonna go out into Bulu here and click Horn Leech. I think Bulu might just win the game from here. I'm clicking Horn Leech in case he has Hidden Power Poison. Because in theory we should live it, I think. Just draws. Goes out into Owl. What's this thing's health at? Oh, it's so high. Alright, Tapu Bulu. Oh, that might be in range, actually. Defensive Decidueye. Yeah, that's definitely in range, I think, of Wood Hammer. Which I think might clinch the game for us. I'm not sure, but I think this might clinch the game for us. Which would be wild, because they didn't expect to win my first playoff match. Even a little bit. Not even close to that. I never even came close to thinking that was the thing. I'm pretty sure is this clinch? I have 4 things left in the back. The Galvantula is more or less dead weight. It's super dead. But I have a hard time thinking that he'll be able to break through this. I have a hard time thinking that he'll be able to break through this plus Mega Aggron. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if the Zam isn't carrying... If nothing's carrying Hidden Power Poison, then I think Bulu just wins here. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Because Bulu has been, like, very... what's the word I'm looking for? Passive this entire season. I mean, it's done a lot of work. Like, it has a lot of kills, but I think we might just win from this spot. I think that it was like a double or triple switch in the mid game to get in the Galvantula on the Vaporeon. I think that was a really big play for me. I really think that was a very big play for me. I'm trying to be analytical here. I meant to take notes this entire match, and I just didn't do it. Yeah, 0% did it. All right, so let's look at this. This Deontay, I don't think it's taking a Horn Leech in terrain. I do not, but I could be wrong. No, it's definitely not. We can just go for Horn Leech. That's fine. This does a decent chunk of damage, but this Horn Leech should just kill. Got the defense boost! What is my life, dude? Oh, for a minute I thought it just didn't matter. It's like 50% to get the boost, though. It's not even like it's a ridiculous circumstance in this instance. I'm glad I didn't go for the... just Horn Leech again. I'm glad I didn't go for the whatever it is. I just don't think... I have a really hard time thinking that this Alakazam can break through... I don't think the second defense boost matters. So we'll get a little bit of recovery here, and then the crit mattered. We'll get a little bit of recovery here, and then we'll also get terrain recovery, and then if the Alakazam doesn't have like hidden power or poison, I think we win. Right? No, it's Psychic can take me out from this range. I think it's a roll. What's my health at? 71? Yeah, Psychic's a roll to take me out at this range. Oh wait, is it? No, it's guaranteed. Psychic is guaranteed to take me out at this range, which sucks. Unless he's not max attack. Okay. Well, I can't even gauge what his set is because he had a crit. So, let me look at my Aggron set here. Because I think the key is going into Aggron, using Heavy Slam, and then just U-turning with a Noivern. I think that's how we win. I'm sorry about the dodge, John. Unless that crit, I don't think it mattered. He is the Sash set. I'm sorry about the miss, though. So, it changes the math, obviously. But, we just basically, okay. I'm sorry! The double focus blast miss at the end is just, like, bad, like, it's like the game of Pokemon, just, like, BMing here. It's like bad mannering everyone. Okay, that was a great game. It was really well played. I'm honestly, like, incredibly surprised I won. That being said, I don't know who my playoff round 2 opponent is next week. I don't know. I expected this to be my last week, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I have a lot of words. I think I played really well, which I'm happy about. Like, I do think I played really well. The double focus blast miss sucked for sure, but it never kills. Like, even if this thing is max special attack, it's not modest for sure. So it's definitely timid. So, I mean, I'll calc modest, but if it's like max special attack, modest, I have mild up. Even if it's max special attack, modest, life orb, the focus blast never kills Mega Aggron, and if it's Sash, that goes down even more. So presumably, I think all it did was change the differential, really, because he would have killed me had he landed 1, right? Because focus blast would have done 57 to 68%. Well, no, he would have had to have like landed 2. Either way, presuming he lands 2, I still take him to Sash. He kills me on the second go around, and then Noivern comes in and picks up the kill with U-turn. So, anyways, great game, John. Super well played. Definitely go check out his side of the battle. I'm sorry my week 12 isn't up. Like I said, I'll probably upload it after this for funsies or something. Be like midweek content. But yeah, thank you so much. This means it means the absolute most that you decided to spend a little bit of time talking to me today, or listening to me ramble, rather, would be I think a better example of what you've been doing.
Definitely, subscribe if you're new here, because we won round 1 of playoffs, which is kind of, that's neat. It's been a long time since I've gotten to playoffs and then won the first round of playoffs. I've never missed playoffs yet, but it's been a long time since I've won one round in the first round of playoffs. That's fun. So we got this round, that it makes me feel good about my life. So subscribe. That would also make me feel good. Leave a comment. You can let me know where I made misplays, or if you think that the triple switch or double switch, I don't remember. I switched a lot in succession, like based on what I thought his plays would be. If you think that was important, then, comment that in the comment section down below, or you can just call me a garbage fire, and I'll probably heart your comment still. Follow me on Twitter, because that's where I tweet things, and it helps validate my existence. And let's see, comment, go like the video if you enjoyed this. Comment, like, subscribe, and then I think that's it. And follow me on Twitter. Okay, all right, I'm kind of done here now.